Hello.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, HexAsians? Just before we do, hold on. Oh, we've got 9 people in the room already. I'm just making sure we're live. I think we are. Yes, we are. Great. Let's
Live on YouTube and Twitch.
Yep. Just YouTube. Yeah, and Daily Motion's up as well. So we're just streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Daily Motion, which is great. I've taken off Periscope, Twitter, on the recommendation of lots of people. I think it was Joe Hexotic who pointed that out yesterday as well, which is great. Let's have a look. Let's just roll with the punches. Let's do. Yep. We're all talking figureheads. We don't know what we're talking about. Do not do what we do. Do your own research. And everything that we say and do is just for laughs.
Shits and giggles.
Well, that's for fun and laughter, peace and joy.
Whatever you do, don't buy Hex. Leave more for me. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you in advance. In fact, sell it if you got it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Much appreciated.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let me know where else in the crypto YouTube channel you're going to hear that one. I'll wait. I'll wait. Yeah.
While you're at it, don't buy Pulse either.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pulse. You don't want
Stay
that.
away from Pulse.
You don't want any.
Stay away
You
from
don't want
Pulse.
any of that.
No. You don't want that. You don't want
Please.
Yeah, just
When
go
else
create a
in your-
Binance account. Go create a Coinbase. Just leave your keys there and just buy cryptos from there. Only buy Bitcoin, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. When else in your life are you going to want to fud your own bag just to get a better price like this dumb?
No. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to
Although
explain to people, man.
Oh.
Crazy.
So do as we say, not as we do.
I'm trying to explain it to people, man. It's serious.
If you're a Poseidon, please emergency end
Emergency end state.
The other sea creatures,
Please
thank
and
you.
thanks.
Yeah.
No, I want
Please and
Doge.
thanks.
Oh, there you go. DJ 101.
Oh.
Get the meme coins.
Get them all. Collect them
Get them all. Get them all.
Collect them all. I like that one.
Gotta
Collect
get them all.
Got to get them
all.
all.
Dogecoin, I
Collect them all.
choose you.
I choose you.
Pokemon.
Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
Hey, just before we start, I will play a little something and just gather your thoughts on, I suppose, getting wrecked. Right.
Yo, man.
You know, that happened to me in the stall of a gas station once with that little hole that was cut out of the stall.
Okay.
It's a different story. Yeah.
What?
No, don't go
What
there.
do we want to know?
I think I know what he put in the hole. No, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Well, first you throw in the money.
I don't want to know.
Welcome
You had
back.
to take it down there. You had to take it down there.
Welcome
Well,
back,
you know.
Papa.
Bigger pays better, right?
Bigger pays better.
Bigger pays better.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit!
Longer pays better.
Certainly don't want to get locked. Don't want to lock up your thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No emergency on staking there.
Right. Oh man, you guys are too much, man.
Anyway.
That's how the post chain was born.
Basically.
14 yeses.
14 yeses.
Oh man.
I'm hitting that like button and tickling the bells.
Boom.
Yeah. Children of the grave can't stand it. Okay. Anyway.
That's how you know it's bad. Really bad.
Oh, COG's back. It's good.
Shout out to all the Hexicans. Shout out to the future richest people on the planet. Well, as long as they don't flood their own bags, right? And emergency on stake like morons and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't help them there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to hold for the right amount of time in order to reach that category, guys. It's not going to happen just because prices are going up. It takes time.
Yep.
It takes time.
That is right.
Oh, yeah. It's a TOO, Sunshine. Hey, thank you very much. See me after class. Grammar cop just caught you.
Grammar cop. Oh, man.
Grammar cop. Oh, my goodness.
What's going on?
Yes,
there,
isn't
Sasha?
it? Isn't it crazy how they diverge so much from the actual reason that the chat was set up? I hear such conspiracy theories and Martian landers and Elon's hair plugs and all sorts of shit that has nothing to do with Pulse.
Yeah.
What a waste of a resource.
Yeah. 56 cents, by the way. Peter Danish. Is that Peter Danish?
Yes, it
Is
is.
I think that is. Yep, that's the one.
That's him.
Peter, your math. Come on, 56 cents, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah, 56 cents.
Peter's
by me, I
keeping
think.
3 back because he's conservative on this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, let's just go around the room, shall we? Like what we've always done. I suppose maybe Vitz can start. What's going on the West Coast? Everyone's hinging their bets on the West Coast waking up and hitting the green buy button. Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't really have any spare dry powder lately, so yeah, I'm just kind of just kind of waiting for Pulse to come to the sacrifice phase to start, and I have some liquid hex just kind of like sitting there and just waiting to sacrifice. And yeah, I mean that's really it. That's nothing much going on in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've throughout this entire dump, I've been trolling all the other rooms, all the other crypto rooms, and if you go to the Asian crypto rooms, everyone is looking out for all the Western people waking up. When are they going to buy? And then when you go to the Western rooms, they'll be like, "Oh, when's China waking up? Like, are they going to buy or not?" And then it's the funniest shit, man.
Yeah, it's like this game of chicken to see who's gonna
hit the buy button first,
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
You know what? I'm wondering, and we can come back to it. Just remind me about the China FUD one more time, okay? I have a question for you guys. Maybe we can help.
Sure. Sounds good. What?
You guys are killing me, man. China FUD is always funny, man. It's ever since like the early days of crypto, it's the same nonsense. China's banning it. China's banning it. Yeah, here we are, still banning it 10 years later.
And that's the question, guys. Can you guys get a hold of the actual press release in Chinese and translate that well? Because I think it's a little bit more tame than people think it is. I think it's like a translation, a really bad translation of the original concept from 2017. I think it's all it was, and it set people crazy because somebody misinterpreted it and sent out a really bad English translation that hit the press and it exploded from there, and everybody got freaked out. So I want to get somebody's eyes on it in Chinese. Can you guys dig it up at all?
Good point, Uncle. I think your favorite your favorite niece, son. She has it right.
You mean Novi? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it as well. Hang on, because I did see something floating as well.
Yeah, hold on. No, she's not my new son. No.
You know, if you guys don't know what Nusa means, it's like a female goddess.
She's the Chinese crypto goddess.
Yep.
Huh.
Okay. Let me
Actually,
find it.
I'll probably show this on.
You got it?
No, you do yours. I'm just gonna bring Irene up. Hang on. Yep. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I'll look like a complete simp. I'm not doing that.
Can you bring up Nas Hex's comment? Was that put out on Richard's stream?
Yeah,
I think that's true. Well, true as
I did catch that on the second stream that he did. Yeah.
It's great with an A, brother. Get your math right. No, let me stop. I'm just joking. I don't actually know. I'm just joking. I don't actually know.
You want to correct them? You don't even know.
I don't even know. I'm just joking. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I told you guys it's happening regardless, right? Like, capital goes to where it's best treated, man. It's not even, it's whatever. Like I already told you guys everything. Like, you shouldn't even be surprised. Because what do you expect money to do? Take risk? Stupid risk? That's dumb. We already see that that's dumb, right? The market's getting a fresh reminder. It's getting a fresh reminder. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying?
The market seems to forget that every once in a while.
Oh, it sure does.
Oh, yeah.
It sure does. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So
yeah. Originally, when Richard said the Harvard guys had an inkling that he's referring to the Winklevoss twins, but yeah, apparently not.
let's hope not.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with no squares.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's Harvard doesn't even excite me. So, it's not like it's anything to balk at. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Like, oh, good for them. More rich guys. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, whatever.
More rich guys that bought their way into the college.
Yeah.
Right. But again, it's money's coming. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. Like, so the smart money's going to be late, but good for us. Right? Because who gives a shit who the Harvard guys are? Doesn't matter. They're late to the party. We were here first. You know what I mean? And that's what matters, because they're going to pump our bag. So welcome aboard, guys. Thanks for being late. You know what I mean? Like, they're just going to keep buying until they can. Like, that's the thing, right? When you have billions of dollars to spend, or millions, what's the limit? There isn't one. So it's symbiotic. All the while, we're going to be the greatest benefactors of that. We're going to be the biggest benefactors of that. And this is why early adopters always win. This is why you always do your own research. This is why I can talk like this, right? Because I did my research. They're late. I'm not. Thank you. Right? I mean, and that's because you took the step to do it. Nobody had to tell you. Right? And that's the difference between those that win and those that don't. So
yeah,
just
Richard brought that up as well when he was shitting on all these corporate entities.
I didn't even watch last night's stream. So if you guys could fill me in, that'd be great. I didn't even watch it. So
Bitcoin hit 20,000. Oh, we're going all in. It's like, where were you at when it was $100 or $1,000?
Right. Exactly. And that's my whole point. Who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares that they're coming in now? Good for them. We already been here. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome to the party. It's been fun without you. Now it's just going to get funner. Welcome aboard, right? Because the more the merrier, and that's just the way it works.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's not even to be, like, funny about it. It is what it is. Like, they're over there playing the same game, and we're already in the future. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you got to look at it. They're catching up. So respect yourself. Don't be hype about them. Congratulate them for joining the club. Respect yourself. There's no ass to kiss here. You're a Hexican. First and foremost, everybody else is going to catch up. Everybody needs to remember that because I see a lot of ass kissing on Twitter and all that. It's very annoying. Respect yourself. You're a Hexican. First and foremost. You were here first, right? You did the work. These people are just catching up. And they're very fucking late because we've been telling them. It's not like we haven't been telling them. You see what I'm saying? So it's a little different. Every other community can't say that. It's extremely different. So respect yourself. You're a Hexican. Nobody cares about these other guys. They're coming late. We already been here. We know that this is a good product. We don't need their validation, period. We don't need it. They have to come here. It's just how it works. It's the math, B. That's it. It's just math, right?
Well
At
said.
the end of the day.
Well said. Yeah.
It is what it is. We were already here. They joined the party late, so good for them. Congratulations and welcome aboard, guys. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? When you do your work, who cares?
Now go get me some donuts.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, and it's just like Richard was saying, right? Early adopters always win. This is why when these people show up at the end of the second leg, third leg, fourth leg, good for them. At least these people aren't waiting until 5 years in to jump in. You know what I mean? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna be at M shares about that point, if that. Might be a K shares in 5 years.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or just shares. Right?
Shares.
Right.
Or just shares, yeah.
Yeah.
How many shares you have?
That just blows my mind, man.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
I think we got 10.99. Hold on, guys. I just updated it. The last night's was 10.959 million trillion shares.
What's it? You've got what? What's a T-share? What's a T-share? What?
Yeah,
You've got
man.
what? I just bought 100 shares. You know.
Yeah, imagine that. Damn, that sounds so weak.
Don't risk more than you can lose.
Shit doesn't even apply to Hex, man. It's so crazy.
I mean, 100 shares? Are you sure? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's so crazy. 'Cause it's really not.
How much hex did you get? Like 0.5?
I got half a hex. I got 0.1 of a hex. I'm rich. You know.
That's crazy, yo. That's coming.
I had a funny daydream today. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for like in another few years. There's going to be like some kind of there's going to be some new project, and they're going to be saying, "Hey, we're having a round and pay by pulse and pay by hex," and some haters are going to say, "Where does the hex go?"
Yo, that is
great
so,
idea.
Yo, I can't believe people are still asking that. Somebody asked, like, where does the ETH go the other day?
Oh, God, it's
Really?
so retarded.
Yo, it's like, where does your fiat go? I don't know. Like, what? What kind of dumbass question is that?
It's 2021, dude. It's
the stupidest
2021.
question on the planet. Like,
Yeah.
where does the ETH go? Where does your dollar
That's so
go?
2019.
Man,
That's
like-
all 2019.
I can't believe people are still saying that. Like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
That's all
You really asking that question? That's crazy, bro.
Where does my
Meanwhile-
ex hoe?
Yeah.
All right. What's the difference? There isn't much of one. It's all gibberish, motherfucker. Holy shit, man. Where does the ETH go? Like, is that a real question?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
can.
Like, what is wrong with people in crypto, man? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just full of retards, man.
Where does the Gwei go?
Right. Where does the Gwei go, right? Yeah, that's a good question. Nobody asked that one.
Lego my
Bunch of
Gwei go.
clowns. God, man.
And meanwhile, in like 2035, you can imagine like Papa Simpson going, where does the hex go?
Right.
I'm almost there, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. That is too funny, yo.
Get off
Like,
my
wow.
lawn.
Stupid kids with your rock and roll music. Damn it. Trying to listen to Perry Como records over here. Come on.
Right. Oh man, fucking crazy, bro. Fucking crazy.
Man, you know, this last week I feel like I've aged like 5 years in the last week.
Oh,
Going through the
Oh,
chats
God.
and staying up late and sleeping on the
Oh,
couch.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
it's ruthless. We
That's
need
been brutal.
to start
It's been brutal.
sacrificing so I can get some sleep.
It's not just a monetary sacrifice, Papa B. It's also a physical and mental sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
that ain't a lie, man. Shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need this to
It's
end.
not seeming like it. It's not seeming like it.
It's like you know this is just going to be the start of like a new craziness, right? There's like
Yeah,
these
exactly.
going to escalate to nuts.
Like,
stuff
dude,
that's gonna go on.
I couldn't imagine being around early Hex days because I would have been trying to figure all this stuff out even
my
back then.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like all these charts and all this shit, they would have been so new.
I
But they
think
wouldn't have existed if we had the data anyway. If we had the data.
I think
Man,
yeah.
Right.
Go on, Papa. Yeah.
No, I was just going to reflect that in the Hex movie, Hex Flicks and Chill chat that happened just before this stream. There was a scene with shag carpet everywhere, and I said, "Man, things were so damn simple in the late 70s when I was a kid, just playing with my Star Wars figures on the shag carpet. Now we're freaking dealing with cryptocurrency and blockchain creation, right? Not just I wonder what a Bitcoin is. No, it's we are all as a community crafting our own freaking chain.
Yeah.
That is insane. Our own platform.
Yeah.
That is just it's like landing on
Bonkers,
Mars to me,
Yeah,
right?
It's bonkers. It's bonkers, man. It's bonkers when you think about it.
Makes the AA lobby and Big Payday look like child's play, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Can you imagine like our kids in the future, like the conversation they have with their their friends and whatnot, like, oh, I'm going to build a blockchain. And I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to give away free coins every 7 days. Oh no, that's too much inflation. Can you imagine that?
It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming, man.
Remember back in the day? You bet all the scam coins and all the rug pulls. Look at this shit built on poles. Look at this shit.
Oh shit, man! It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy because that's definitely gonna be the talk, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Pulse coins. Oh,
Just
Hey,
crazy.
before we digress, I think we'll answer Papa's questions. I don't know if you can see that on screen. So I think this is summarized by a Mr. Jiang.
he's the some CTO at a one of the big exchanges in China. So basically, what they're saying, you know, because the CCP is cracking down on miners, basically.
No. They're cracking down on human existence. but
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah. Same thing. So basically, what he's saying is that big miners will not exist in China. So they will become like home. You can only do like home mining.
Home mining.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
So you can't mine, basically.
Yeah, it will be reduced to home mining, and the long story short, the miners will be sold to people outside of China. So the hash rate will be going out of China.
God, that's gonna be
No more
chaos.
decentralization there.
Yep. So
Or no more centralization, sorry.
that's the main gist of it. So yeah. So the worst case is that Bitcoin could lose like half the hash rate. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not
You guys,
looking good
here-
for that price go up situation over there.
Here's
Because
a punchline.
hold on real quick. A big portion of the cost of Bitcoin is tied to its hash rate.
Yeah. Yep.
Like 60% of it.
Yep.
So no money. And if you don't got a lot of hash rate, you don't got a lot of Bitcoin dollar value.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So,
Good luck to them.
Yeah. So
So it could be on page 2 of Nomics then, right?
Well, not looking too good for the home team, that's for sure.
Here's some silliness. Imagine if the Chinese military have developed a way to spin that ASIC to be able to send the rounding errors of all the tokens that are mined back to China. That's the way to do it. Yeah, we don't pay for the electricity anymore. You do.
Yeah. You do. So
Thank you.
So the CCP is I read somewhere else that the CCP is using taking Elon Musk's stance on green technology and all that because all the mining farms are running on coal fuel electricity. So they said, oh, okay, so that's not really good for the image of China being a green country. Green country.
We watch a Saturday night arrive. It is very funny and touches our heart. We now said all the miners to everyone else. Go ahead. We're going to be a green country from now on. Also, human rights will be a very good thing. I'm totally convinced. Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. So believe what you will. So it's gonna be home-based mining. So
you know what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
One guy says, "Yes, this is my apartment building." Okay, what is it? It's an 8-story freaking warehouse. I get my mail here. Take a look. Here's my power bill. It's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a big family.
Yeah. There's the there's the summary. Yeah, there's the summary.
Do you think? But can we get the? I mean, have you guys reviewed the original to make sure? Well, is this guy reputable in terms of really going through it and understanding what's going on here?
He was quoted by one of the more reputable, crypto journalists in China. So that guy is pretty big in China. This guy's called Wu blockchain. Yeah, Wu blockchain.
If you want to know anything,
just follow this guy. So he's pretty good. So everything in China. But if you could read Chinese, if you follow his Weibo, his Weibo account, there's way more stuff. But that's pretty good.
They keep the good shit, the Chinese, and give us
of course. Yeah.
Well, if you dig up any nuances or hear from friends what their take is, I think it'd be great to share here if you can. Not right now in real time, but maybe for our next discussion.
If I was in China, if I had friends in China, maybe.
You have no friends in China? Oh, you have to. They're great.
You stupid, bro. That was funny, Pablo. That was funny.
I have a pen pal. He asked me for my keys.
Yes.
All the time.
Every time I talk to him.
All the time.
He checks up on me. He says, "Hey, you gonna give me your keys anytime soon?" Oh, okay. He always wants to know, how was your day today? And keys?
All right.
Keys? Hey, Papa, you're so handsome. Give me your keys.
That's the opening liner for every dirty massage, right?
Oh man! Right.
Hey.
Oh man, too funny.
Oh,
That's funny. That's great. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
so big, you know.
We promise a great energy from now on.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Make China great again.
Make China great.
Make China gray again.
Oh man.
The gray sky is real, my friends. Okay.
Oh, sick.
Have you been to Beijing? Come on. Yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah. No. I've got friends who work there. You know, it's like the only time you get a blue sky is when they hold the annual
The Olympics.
no. Okay, and the Olympics and the what's the big meeting, the CCP.
Oh, the CCP annual meeting. The annual
Yeah. Only then you'd get blue skies because they just tell
Shut down crap.
they just shut down all the power plants.
accompanied by rolling blackouts.
Yep.
Oh, that's sick.
That's
Lovely. Well, what happened to the dust storms that were hitting like Korea? And the Koreans said, "Can we please plant trees for you to keep the dust down to a dull roar?" I mean, it's affecting everybody over here.
Yeah. So
because of deforestation, right?
One saying that they were harvesting the kind of vegetable that's used prized in Chinese cooking, that they harvested so much that they took out all the topsoil.
Oh, great!
Yeah, and
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
just turn.
So smart.
Yeah, so smart. I try to forget. I try to forget, but I can.
Lovely.
Forget what?
NASA says dust storm that reached South Korea came from
Where else?
the Bitcoin miners.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's more or less. Yeah, that's what you
I'm
get.
not even feeling bad for the humans. I'm feeling bad for the cars.
They're all,
A lot of air filters that need to be changed.
Yeah, there was okay. I remember there was once they held they had the Beijing marathon, and people were wearing masks to run. It was crazy, man. It's really funny. That was before COVID, Yeah, it's really funny. Desert Storm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Operation Desert Storm.
oh, that's sad.
China. Yeah.
Red China, red dust. First plague,
No dust. What's
Killer
next?
Panda
Panda
Bear.
bear.
Wow.
Killer panda.
And the comments are always hilarious.
Oh, it's good to know that the world has a good sense of humor about terrible things.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we've digressed so much. Hey, Uncle, what's going on in Singapore?
You just put up the
Oh yeah,
one of the biggest banks in Singapore says they're buying Bitcoin.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's about it. So.
yep. Hey, actually, this is not relevant no more.
XGD. Oh no, that's okay.
That's not new, but still. Yeah.
No, it's not new. It's just another another stable coin.
Yep.
Singapore. Yeah.
Are we doing well? Is it Peter just joking, or are we actually pumping? Or Hex?
Are we?
I think he's
I
just
don't know.
joking.
No, he's just joking. Just joking.
Oh well, green candle for the day. We've got what 12 hours more to close before we'll know if we close the green or
Yeah.
Is this the 4 hour?
this is daily. I'll do 4 hours.
Daily. Okay. But look at that bull flag, man.
don't know if this is a bull flag.
No, look, go back to there it is. See? Look at that.
Okay, because a bull flag should have a triangle kind of that way as well. I don't see it. Anyway, who am I?
You don't think? Okay, all right. Go back to the daily for a second, please.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yep. What am I doing? Because a bull flag should have a triangle, right? Like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. There's one touch
Well,
point.
Richard confirmed it on stream. He's like, do you see a bull flag on Hex right now? A huge one, and Richard said yes.
Oh, was it the first stream or the second one?
Gone over this a lot. Just look at the weekly chart. It's a big ass full bull flag.
Oh,
How many times
weekly.
we gotta talk about? Yeah, man. How many times we gotta talk about the same thing? It's like I stream for no reason. I'm about to quit. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Okay,
Serious.
there's your damn bull flag. All right. Okay,
Come on,
there's
man.
another one. There's flags
The
in every
whole-
time frame.
The whole damn hex chart is a big ass bull flag.
You're right. You have been saying that. Yes, you're right.
Come on,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay. My feelings were hurt. It's okay. I'm good now.
All right. Yeah.
Seriously though, it is just one big ass bull flag.
Just
Man.
look at it.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna be kicking themselves for selling hex like really, really hard. It's not even really
COG asked him. Okay.
Flames.
Favorite Asian.
Oh boy,
4.29.
that's strong. Very nice.
Yeah.
So we were doing well. Good. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, we are doing well. Yeah.
So when are we going to break out of this damn bull flag then, Whale?
We already have, man. We already have.
We already have. Okay, we're done. We won.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Look, nothing is linear. I mean, the last time I checked, nobody was born and there was just 6 feet, right? Right?
Okay. Yeah. No.
Right?
No. That's
Right?
true. No, there were documented people that were born 6 feet. Come on.
Well, that's what we call an outlier, right? That's not
Poor mom.
common.
Okay. I
Right,
call that
poor mom.
very
Yeah,
painful.
poor mom.
mom.
Poor mom.
Poor mom.
Poor mom.
What, pray tell, is the measured move for that weekly bull flag? Whale?
I think I got a buck something. Give me a second. Let me just look at the chart real quick.
what?
Something.
Yeah. I've
Buck
gone over this so
something.
many times. I'm confused. I'm surprised you guys don't
Damn.
actually know.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys are slacking, man.
No, I just needed to hear it again. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, no. It's like
weeks.
20. It's actually 20. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
$20 something?
That's the last. 20 is the last stop. The first stop is $1.28.
My God.
And last final stop for this bull flag would be 21 3/4. So
Dollars?
yeah,
Not yen. Dollars.
Yeah.
dollars, man.
Not yen.
Yen.
Dollars. You got to understand how these things move, man. This is math. This is not people's opinions. This is not, like all of that shit you guys are used to talking about doesn't apply here. This is not, this is an actual cryptocurrency. This is not a project. This is not, oh, let's see what's going to happen. This shit is done, man. You just got to let time do what it's going to do, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, you can't change what it is. It's just math. That's it. Just let that shit fly. There's nothing else to do. So, enjoy the ride. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people out here trying to like take a look at shit, try to treat it like it's everything else. This is not everything else. This is Hex. This is a complete product. This is a completely audited product, right?
Freddie Quotes needs to know the time frame so he can close on that mansion in Beverly Hills.
Well, I can't give a time frame because there's no way to give one, right? That's going to be dependent on adoption. And really, that's really it. Because if you look at what's happened with the Staker app, we've gone from 31,000 bodies to almost 31,250 in a matter of days. 250, right? So that's 250 entrance into the Staker class within days, right? And I mean, this was just 2 days ago that I looked at this, and it was 31, and it wasn't at 31,000. It had just crossed 31,000, I think, Saturday morning, maybe.
How many Stakers do we have now?
Right, and now we have 31,250. Boom, just like that.
Peter, you
Right?
know it's parity, man. You're gonna get $2.60 worth of value pretty soon, man. Come on, it's guaranteed. It's gonna be
I
parity.
mean, we're gonna hit $1 this year for sure. That's no question.
31,000
this year.
Yeah, we're definitely hitting $1 this year.
In a bear
2.6.
market, we're gonna hit it. That's amazing. I love it. I love this.
2.6.
I mean, you got to understand when it's the only thing in the bear market, that's it.
Yeah.
Right? This is the only thing in the bear market.
Yep.
Papa cannot wait to go to the Daiso or the Senyen shop and go, do you take Hex? It's
So that's a Hyakuen shop, man.
Hyakuyen. Oh, Hyakuyen. Sorry.
Yeah,
there you go.
Hyakuyen.
Senyen
Senyen
will give you a
is
happy
different.
ending in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Senen shop. We be rich. We're going to the Senen shop, you know.
All right.
All right.
Come on, kids. We can go to the Hyakuen shop.
Which means
Is there
200.
one day
Really,
you just
Father?
made it
We
up?
must be wealthy. The 200 yen
The
shop.
200 yen shop.
Everything for 200 yen. Love it. Hey, I'm going to play something because this is related to Singapore news anyway, but I do need everyone's cooperation. Do not post anything that has the C word inside your comments, because if you do, we'll remove that. And if any of the guests here in this room say any of that C word, I will just chop you off straight away. So that's the deal, okay? So that has to happen because it's
The
going
card-
around in... Sorry?
Wait, is the C word Cardano?
Yes, close enough, I should say. Yes, if you want to thread along those lines, yes. And without further ado, I will play it because it's a joke. Yeah, this joke has been going on for a week.
Okay, you weren't rich. You have no badge while you're asking me to do something. What are you representing?
I will represent to MDS.
That's what you say. I can say that I'm a police.
You are police. Oh, okay. So
But you don't have a
you
badge.
police also
Do you have a
need to
badge?
wear a mask.
Do you have a badge?
Please wear a mask. Wear a mask, please.
Are you harassing me? Are you harassing me?
No, I'm not
Are you
going
creating a
to
scene?
going to arrest
Well, then put on your
you.
badge.
I just,
If you want to
we
tolerate
just
it, then put on your badge.
security come to settle this problem.
I
Now,
don't wish
please
to speak to
wear
you.
your mask.
I said to you, if you have no badge, don't speak to me. You have no right to ask me to do anything. No.
Everybody what my father you need
You don't have a badge. Who are you representing?
Everyone got it so far?
That's the feedback.
Did everyone get it so far?
So the punchline is the woman wants a cream pie, and the other woman says, we're out of cream pie. And she's like, I need my cream pies. Do you have a badge? That's all I got.
Okay, so having a badge means you're a person of authority. So without that, you can't tell me what to do, correct?
Yes.
Are we clear on that? Okay, so now
Yeah.
there's, I think within 1 day of that going viral, someone made a joke out of it.
Why you don't wear mask? Show me your badge. No badge. Don't ask me to wear mask. 你知唔知 why I don't wear mask? Why 咧 Because people say no sick, no wear mask. Sick then wear mask. I no sick, 說 no wear mask 㗎咯。No badge. 啊？No mask 啊？Don't wear mask 啊？Don't want to wear mask. Social distancing. Wear your mask. Hello, I tell you, don't ask me to wear mask. Take my photo and video. I want to see your badge.
That was good, yo. That was better than the first one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
The first one is something that actually happened. Okay, that's real.
That's not a skit. It is real. So
that
this
that was
lady,
real. Yeah, that was real.
this lady refused.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That person was clearly real. Yeah. I'm not rocking with that shit either no more, man. Fuck out of here with that shit. Shit is over. Fake ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk of town anyway. So, yeah.
We haven't even gotten inoculated over here. We don't have the vaccine. They're still thinking about it over here in Japan.
Well,
and we
hold
got the
on.
Olympics.
Don't forget, Papa. You can still get it even if you get the vaccine. So be careful.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Right, because this is some magical shit that just jumps around. It tells you when it's gonna attack you. Right, it has hours of operation. Right, this is why they had us on lockdown. Right, for specific hours of the day. It gave them warning as to when it was going to come out and play. Right? I mean, clearly that's the only way, right? And let's not forget. You can't forget your trusty sidekick, the mask. The
Hex to the moon.
Weathering, loving mask. Let's not forget that. It's a beautiful day.
Hex, right. Pulse.
Let's just leave it as that.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Wales?
Yep.
I'm trying to freaking fix this damn hex PE chart. It doesn't want to freaking get right. I don't know why.
It's okay. Whatever it is, you haven't updated it anyway.
No. It actually is updated. That's the fucking thing doesn't want to work.
There's gonna be at least one slide. I haven't updated this yet.
Not this time. This is the only one that's been giving me a fucking pain in the ass. I don't know what it is.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's the hex PE chart. It's usually okay. I don't know why it's being a pain in my ass today.
Hey, we're running up on about 48 minutes. I'm happy to go for a break and whatnot, and you can fix that up, and we can come back and reconvene.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we'll be back in about 5.
The only stream that has a.
Oh, Bitcoin price is rising, man. You think I should buy some Bitcoin? Well, yeah, Bitcoin's a good buy. Hey, but the price so high right now. I better wait until it crashes, then I buy. Well, you can do some dollar cost averaging and, in the long term, you'll make some money. Well, I better wait until it crashes. Hey, Bitcoin price has crashed. You should buy the dip. It's cheap now. Wow, but it crashed so much. I scared it crashed more. I better wait. Hey, Bitcoin price crashed even more. You should buy some now. You see, wow, if I follow your advice, I would have lost money, man. I better wait some more. Hey bro, you think I should buy some Bitcoin? Well, yeah, it's a good buy, and you should dollar cost average it, and then in the long term you'll make some money. Hey, but the price so high right now, I better wait until it crashes. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I think.
How is your crypto portfolio doing?
Very bad. I keep investing in the wrong coins. My analytics and research don't turn out good.
You should change your strategy. I never do research and still I'm doing great in crypto.
What is your secret?
I am member of a crypto trading signals group.
What is a crypto trading signals group?
It is a community which you can join and where experts will tell you which trades you have to place. That way you don't have to do your own research.
How do they know which trades do well? Can they look into the future?
No, but you would almost think so. A lot of their trade signals turn out successful. I'll send you a link to one of the groups. You should try it.
Thanks. Why not give it a try? $500. Are you mad? Alright, let's make some money. It looks like I'm buying XRP. You've got to be kidding me. Another signal. Maybe the first one was just bad luck. By the end of the day no one can time the market. Let's give it another shot. Are you serious? Which useless trader is behind these signals? Shall I give it a try or not? I'm almost out of money. Damn it, I can't miss out on this one. YOLO.
We did it again. He will never get out of the rat race.
Look who finally got out of his basement. It's good to see you, son. I haven't heard from you in ages.
Hi, Dad.
Come in, the whole family is waiting for you. So how is it going at your new job? Did you already get a promotion?
No, I actually got a new job as a customer service advisor.
Does it pay you good? Your mother and I always thought you were going to end up being a doctor until you got into puberty. You were always late for school and getting bad grades. I remember that one time you even missed your economics exam because you were gaming all night long and slept through your alarm.
Sorry guys, I quickly have to go to the toilet. Damn it, I should have sold Pundy.
So I was just talking about how you...
You are very busy with your phone, Wojak. Do you have a girl?
I knew that my son was capable of getting into a relationship. Why didn't you bring your girl with you?
Guys, I don't have a girlfriend.
Then who are you talking to?
It's just some business mom.
You sound like your nephew, always busy with making money. Just like today. Does anyone know how late he will be here? Speaking of the devil, there comes our champion. I'll open the door, guys.
I have to go to the toilet, guys. What on earth is going on?
And after I went back there, they told me that I could buy the property for half the price they originally asked for. I got some of my friends to renovate the building and within 2 months it was ready to be rented.
That sounds great, Chad. Although you're not my son, I am proud like a father. Do you still own stocks in Facebook?
Facebook is just a small part of my portfolio. I also own Apple and Microsoft. I used to own a lot of Tesla stocks until Elon Musk started using Bitcoin. He doesn't know what he is into. Cryptocurrencies are a waste of money and people who believe in it are just speculating on nothing. Soon they will all lose their money and wish they invested in stocks instead.
Didn't you own some crypto, Wojak?
I only play around with some pocket money. It's nothing special.
You should take some advice from your nephew. He can teach you how to become rich. This year he made a 10% return on his portfolio.
I made that 10% return while sitting on the toilet.
You can always reach out to me if you want investing advice.
Just like that time when you told me to put all of my money into GameStop.
GameStop's value increased massively. I made a lot of money on it.
That's because you bought in at $10 while you told me to do the same at $400 per share.
Well, by the end of the day I'm not a financial advisor.
So Chad, tell us about that one time when you bought a Mercedes for the children in Africa.
That was a donation done by me and my wife. We earned a bonus that year but wanted to give something back to others because we were so blessed in life already. We went to Africa for 6 months in our Mercedes and decided to give it to one of the letters because they did need.
Advanced traders never ever use stop losses.
Never.
Believe me, I have many monitors.
Actually, you shouldn't use stop losses. He just isn't telling you the right way to go about it, right? Because it's not just that simple.
Yeah.
But you don't use stop losses because they're gonna fucking pick them off. That's a guarantee. That's not even a question. That's a guarantee. You don't use stop losses. That's
Hey,
a
Wales,
fact.
Wales, should
Yeah.
you put your monitors in direct sunlight so you stare right into the sunlight while you're trading?
Nah. I don't know about that one. But you definitely don't use stops because you're just telling the exchange where you're at. Why the fuck would you do that? Why?
Oh,
Makes no
that's a
sense.
good point. That's a good point.
I bet it is. Yeah. What the fuck? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you some shit don't make sense, right? But if you're just getting half of the story, then that's a problem, right? We're not here to give half of the story. So,
Yeah.
all right, let me get my charts already. Give me a second, because we're gonna start off with the weekly hex chart just to get this whole stupidity of the FUD out of the way, because it's been really annoying. People are just slow. I don't know what's going on. Even Hexicans are slow. Like, it's clear. Pulse coming out should have let it should have let me know people are slow. But now with like the pullback, it's like, okay, you really got people in here that don't know a motherfucking thing, just talking out their ass. It's unconscionable. I don't understand it. All right, so you can share my screen whenever you want. All right. So this is what a bull flag looks like. Okay. That's what you had the breakout already, right? Everybody sees the breakout, right? We already had a retest of the breakout point, right? Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Right,
Yes, sir.
right to the left of my cursor. Okay. So look at the RSI, look at the MACD. They're both above the 0 line and above their middle bands. Bullish trend. Period. So everything that you're seeing on this chart is letting you know this was just merely a minuscule buying opportunity that most people missed because they're too busy looking at what everything else is doing, even though it doesn't matter because it's not Hex, right? Because, like, again, how many cryptos are there in the crypto market? One, right? I hope we're all like aware of this, right? Like, this is not a project. This is a complete product. So, like, there's a reason it didn't dump like everything else, right? There's a reason it's already up relative to where it was, right? Like, all of these factors combined, right? It's up 25% from the most recent local low, right? Boom, just like that. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, this is an opportunity. This is never a point in time to start, looking foolish and, oh, I'm down on my Hex, da-da-da, because you're just going to get wrecked. Because Hex doesn't give a fuck about what you're down. It gives a fuck about how long you hold it. That's the only thing that matters in Hex. And that's why the first chart I start with is always, where is it? That one. Right? Because that's what matters. How long are you holding Hex? Because that's what's going to pay you here. Right? So while your entry does matter with respect to the size that you're accumulating, it does not matter with respect to time because price is so cheap. And this is why longer pays better, right? Like, these phrases don't come out of nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they come out of somewhere. And there's a reason for that. And that reason is called math. So as long as you stick to that, you're good. As long as you start deviating from that, you start getting wrecked, right? You start selling your fucking Hex right at the start of a major bull run that's going to take us to who knows where. First stop, $1.25. Right? And it's already in motion. And it's just gonna do this same old trend busting that it does, making higher highs and higher lows, just like it always does, because that's what Hex does. I mean, I've been talking about this since day one. People are not paying attention. I don't know what the fuck they're looking at, but it's crazy to me that people are still questioning what the fuck a bull flag is. Like, it's this, that you own a bull flag. Everything you own is flaggy. If you own Hex, it ain't doing nothing else. It's just bull flags. I've been talking about this shit since day one, man. Like, y'all niggas need to go back and watch them streams that I've already done because you clearly weren't paying attention. You were too busy in the fucking chat. Shit's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. What's wrong with you guys? Like,
I'm getting learned.
You own the best crypto. You own the only crypto. Like, don't forget it. Like, people trying to compare Hex to BTC and Ethereum and all this other shit, it's laughable. It's laughable. It's, and on top of that, it's despicable. Like, I don't see motherfuckers comparing Gucci to Payless. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Respect your pocket, man. It's crazy. I feel like an old man giving y'all a lecture. Like, what's wrong with people? Look at the damn chart. Stop looking at the fucking intraday moves. They don't matter. If they matter to you, then you're in the wrong coin. Plain and simple. Right? I would hope everybody thinks yes, because even though this is a good coin for trading, it doesn't mean you should trade it. Right? Because clearly that doesn't look like this. Right? Whole lot more waves in this ocean than there were in the other one. Right? So perspective is key. Stop playing yourself, acting like you're the rest of the crypto market, because number one, there is only one crypto market, and that market is Hex. The rest are merely trying to become what they want to be. They are not at their end state. So they're not complete. Right? Like, that's very, very important. People need to internalize that shit because it's real. It's the only thing that matters. So while the other coins were pumping and ripping and all that shit, look at Hex. Carrying along in its merry way. Not giving a damn about what the rest of the market is doing. I've been explaining this to you guys since day one. That's why when I show this correlation chart between Bitcoin and Ethereum versus Hex, the correlation is zero. There is no correlation. Doesn't matter what it does intraday, because guess what? Dumbasses are going to get moved by other price movements that they're seeing in the market, and they're going to sell. That's not anybody's problem but their own, because they're already wrecked. Anybody that's been selling up here is wrecked in a week, period. How do I know? Because that's what it always does. Look, it's in your face. Not an opinion. Fact. Fact. So why does anybody expect that to change? I don't know. But people need to sit their ass down, rewatch some streams, or just look at the damn chart and just shut up, because they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's crazy. It's wild crazy. Like, this thing only does one thing, and that's go up and sideways. That's it. What's going on? Like, I'm appalled that anybody asks Richard Hart about a bull flag. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know, what are you looking at? Yeah, it's the whole thing is a fucking bull flag. Like, are you not looking at what you own? Like, are you not? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't know what a bull flag is, YouTube it, Google it, whatever. I mean, it pisses me off more that I see people with millions of Hex and that have been in Hex long saying this kind of shit. That's the shit that's disturbing to me, because those are the guys that should know better. Those are the guys that shouldn't be fudding their own goddamn bags. And don't get it twisted. I shit on them in public on Twitter. I already have, because can't have it. Can't have it. If you don't know what you own, then you need to go study that shit. Not optional. Not optional. Because all you're going to do is give your Hex to somebody else, and we will gladly take it. Don't get it twisted. So that's what's going on with that. And now to this. Disclaimer, we already have one, so we're going to keep it moving. Not going to waste time on that. So this is with the price as of last night's crossover. Hex T-shares and the Hex index is a little bit up. And I just want you guys to see the delta between both of them. right? So 18 times 2 is 36, and 32 divided by 2 is 16, right? So clearly it's not a 50% split between T-shares and Hex. It's more like a 65, 68, maybe 70%, right? In terms of the value of Hex versus the value of T-share. I just want you guys to be cognizant of that delta because it's important. That's what the T-share rate's all about, right? And this is why we keep abreast of this, because this lets us know when Hex is cheap versus T-shares, which will help us know when to stake and when not to stake, right? When we want to pick up Hex to stake, because then we'll be able to get more Hex than we would normally and get more T-shares than we would normally, because that's the whole objective when you're staking, is to get as many T-shares as possible. And as always, Ethereum is down here lagging and Bitcoin is still to get up. So yeah. And our Hex post-big payday index is at 765 after the little pullback that we had. I mean, this is clearly behind, right? This value is behind. We're already at 4.5 cents or whatever, 4.3 cents. Let me see. 4.1 cents because somebody sold. There you go. So we're a little bit above this. But yeah, we're just chugging along, man. Just gonna obliterate that. It is what it is. T-shares versus Ethereum, T-shares versus Bitcoin. We're floating 2% versus a Bitcoin and 33.4% versus an Ethereum. And the price was 10,000 for 10,000 Hex was $397.58. And let's not forget, right? A little while ago, this was under $100. Not even 90 days ago, right? Like, I hope people are aware of that, right? This is day 525, right? Minus 90 days is what? 430, right? Below 100.
Yeah.
So people really need to wake the fuck up. Have some damn perspective. Seriously. Like, I don't care if you're new or not. It's not an excuse. If you're new, then fucking learn. It's that simple, right? Otherwise, the market will teach you. Simple as that. It's just the way it works, man. There's no church out here. Nobody gives a fuck if you're new or old. The market don't give a fuck, right? It doesn't. That's why people took a fucking major L buying at 65, buying Ethereum at 36, right? Like, you gotta stick to the facts, man. If you want to make money in this crypto game, being a fucking moron and thinking what you own it matters because of the community and all this shit, right? And not first and foremost what it is, right? Because yeah, community matters and all that shit, sure. But guess what? If it's a shit coin, community is irrelevant. I'm sorry. It's irrelevant as fuck, right? I mean, we've seen that case over and over and over. So whoever wants to ignore that one, good luck to you. But the coin actually matters because that coin is going to determine the kind of community that develops around it. This is why Hexicans are a bunch of fucking truth sayers, right? Because we stick to the facts. And this coin is nothing but a fact. Doesn't matter what people say against it. It works and nobody can say anything to the contrary, right? Like, that's a very important distinction to keep in mind. Very important. Because that is what's going to bring everybody to Hex regardless of the gatekeeping, right? And I've been telling you guys this since day one. Nothing that I say has ever changed since I did my first stream. I just want you guys to be aware of that. I've been repeating myself for 4 months, right? Because there's nothing else to say except the same thing over and over. Because it's just a fact. Hex is the best, and that's it. All I do is tell you it a million different ways. And look at the chart. It tells you nothing different, right? This is a beautiful chart. Look at this. Like, this is just money, man. It's money, right? And here's some more money. Payout per T-share sumline, 2041 Hex per T-share if you've been staked with at least one T-share since inception. Just for sitting down. And that results in a percentage return of 185,500, well, minus 100, so 487. So 1800x, man. Yeah. How about that one? Or 18,000x, sorry. Whatever. Who cares, right? It's retarded nonetheless, and that's the whole point. Right? And people are flooding their own bags. It's quite amusing. Quite amusing. Payout per t-shirt index 5-fold increase. Daily payout index 170x increase. So get your math right. Daily payout 63.661 million hex. Payout per t-share 5.808 hex per t-share, and the total shares are down to 10.959 million shares. Now, expiring shares. We're gonna go through these charts because we've had a nice little drop recently in the stakes, as you guys probably know by now. Actually, let me look at. Let me see something. Just want to see what the t-shirt rate is. Should be higher versus yesterday, I think. Unless, nope, it hasn't updated yet. So I think it updates every night, like at around 8, 9 o'clock. It's after the. It resets like after the rollover. I'm not sure when. It must be like maybe 10 o'clock or something like that. Maybe 11. But yeah, that thing is gonna ratchet up. So let's just keep our eyes on the front month here. All right, coasting along, still pretty much the same, 45, 46%. And then we have this massive drop to 40. And then again, we get more stakes coming out, but it flattens the curve, right? Which is unique. It hasn't happened before. So what we're seeing here is we're getting stakes bumped out to the next month. So while you had a drop here from May to June, now you've had an increase in June. This is why it flattened. So t-shirt rate continues to go in a direction that is designed to go, and then with the help that is receiving from the short stakers that are whales, right? Because they're exercising with size, that changes it to a factor, right? Where you're getting one side affecting the t-shirt rate versus just like Genesis t-shirts coming out, right? So you have two things pushing this bad boy up. And as always, the X correlation is going to be a 0. I didn't even really update this. I updated the data points, but everything's pretty much the same because it just moved slightly, right? It wasn't much of a percentage change versus the last time you guys saw this chart. So as always, correlation is 0 between Hex and Ethereum. And as I like to highlight, the Hex returns are skewed positively to the right side. And this is what matters, right? And we've seen the importance of this recently in the price action, right? While everything has been taking a dump, X has really just been chilling right now. Let's put it in the same perspective in terms of time. Give me a second here. Come on. Jesus Christ. Balls. All right. This is daily. So we have had a nine-day down move here, and this one was probably quicker. Oh no, it was longer. 2 days longer. Wow. So there you go. 2-day difference. Everything was dumping. Hex kept going up for 2 whole days. Then it topped out. And not really. It just started pulling back. Really, right? Because the relative move, right? You have 70% drawdown here, 60% drawdown, whatever the number is, right? And this is for Ethereum versus, let's see. Yeah, 50%. So a whole 10% delta, right? That's crazy because you didn't even, number one, you experienced a couple X higher beforehand. And number two, I mean, Bitcoin is just atrocious looking. This looks way worse than Ethereum. And it topped out a month before Ethereum. So Bitcoin's dump was a whole lot worse because of time, the time effect, right? It was 36 days of nothing and then a big collapse 8 days ago, right? But we saw it coming last month because that's how the markets do. They probe lower, recoil, and then roll over. Right? It's just like anything else that moves in nature, right? It tests it, comes back, and then it recoils and dumps low. Right? Like it's just like when you're putting your toe in the water, you're gonna check it first. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the markets. Literally. So that's just, it's important to understand that difference, right? This is the difference between a complete product and things that are just trying to become what they are supposed to be or were promised to be or whatever the case is, right? Very important distinction. Very important distinction. This is just the past few days, right? I'm not even talking about the whole time series here, right? Because we already know what this whole time series looks like, right? Now, if we come back to Bitcoin or Ethereum, come on, man. Hold on. This fucking thing wants to act like ass. Hold on, guys. It's a PowerPoint. My computer just does not like it.
No, it's all right.
My computer never acts like this until PowerPoint gets in the picture.
It's okay. Maybe Vince can bring it up for you. Vince?
Oh, I actually don't have Microsoft Office on my end.
I know. You're speaking to us through a tin can that's hooked up with a piece of string to the internet directly right now.
Oh man, come on. All right, let's just try to open up another fucking web page then, since that shit doesn't want to work. There we go. Thanks for nothing, cocksucker. All right.
Oh, we got a question here from Super Hex.
So,
is Bitcoin looking to possibly do a little relief rally, then continue to roll back to?
I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's all gonna depend on what happens with the zero line. I'll go over that in a little bit because I do want to talk about that. Because people are getting very comfortable already. You know what I mean? And comfort leads to one and one thing only, and that's getting sideswiped. I just want to just go over what the weekly chart looks like, right, for Hex versus everything else. Like it's not even comparable, right? Like just look at the slope. The slope is what you want to look at. Like this is a 45-degree line, pretty much. Like if you take this time series and slice it in two, if you bisect it, right, mathematically, it's gonna be like two even pieces. Not the case here, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna be equivalent, and that's a function of the design of Hex, right? This is that math that I keep talking about. It can't be avoided. I mean, look, this is what's next, right? Just boop. As soon as it breaks out of this little wedge, this is what's happening, because that's just how markets move, right? And you can go to any chart and look at that. Same thing here, right? It broke out, came back, and then boom. But you got to remember, it's logarithmic, so while it doesn't look like much here, it is a lot, right? This is why Bitcoin went from 0 to 60K, 65K, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So here, we're just on a microscopic scale, really, right? Because, see, this is a weekly, and this was a weekly, but it looked the same in terms of the density on the chart. But that's why I was showing it like that, so you guys can have a perspective. Because that's the thing. Once this thing doesn't trespass this line, right, this level here, because this is a breakout level, right? That 3 cent mark is important. 3.5 even more so. So when price doesn't traverse those levels to the downside, that's just an invitation for higher and higher prices, because this is all Hex does. It puts in new floors, and then it gives you new higher prices. That's just what it's meant to do. That's what the math is all about, literally. So this is what this chart is detailing, right? Like this is what it does. This is what that does. Not as good, right? Same thing here. Like the chop is even worse, right? Like you're not getting anything when you cut this in half. Like it's just not as attractive, right? Like it's not. And here's the thing, right? Like this isn't any type of precision anything. This is just giving the chart a look, right? This is just giving the chart a look. This isn't anything. And that's important because the visual is being displayed right here for you mathematically in that sense, right? Because this is what that chart is saying. That's a way to relate it graphically, right? If it's hard for you to get what this being on the positive side of the x-axis means, it means that this shit is going to be symmetric versus this, which is going to be slop, right? And that's exactly what we're seeing here, slop. Right, like these charts do not look alike at all. It's not. Like look at how that guy was salivating over that hex chart, whoever that YouTuber was, right? Like Hexicans knew this months ago.
Eric Crown, yeah.
I don't know who he is. Doesn't matter. Everybody here knew it months ago. It was told to y'all months ago. Congrats to him for finally figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like, I got lost this shit for a reason. This is no joke. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and jump for joy. I already told you about it. There's nothing for me to jump about. It's what's going to be. That's what it's going to be. It is written. It's boom, right there in your face. Right? So congrats to him for fucking hitting the jackpot. And salute to the Hexican that put him on. Because he just fucking saved his book. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Like you guys, like Hexicans just gotta do better, man. You guys are clamoring too much for outsiders to come in. They're coming. We don't need to bring them on board. They're coming because this is the place to be. First and foremost. Like, don't forget that. So again, 3.976 cents. Payout per t-shirt in dollar terms, 23 cents. Adjusted hex, 27 cents. And as we know, that's basically the future value of where we're going as long as time passes. Right? If time doesn't stop, that's where we're going. It's that simple. Here's a XP chart. And as always, just super cheap. Super duper cheap. And very, very super duper cheap. And again, if you think these guys that are salivating over this chart on YouTube know this shit here, let me tell you, they don't. Hexicans do, though. So next time somebody figures out Hex is the shit, you know, act with some class, man. Don't act like they discovered America and so did you. It's disturbing. You already own Hex. You don't need to be excited because somebody else discovered it. Act with some class. Like you was here first. Remember that.
No.
You were here first. Remember that.
There's a couple more questions. Did you guys already cover Orion and RGS?
Oh, not yet. Let's see. Yeah, Oren asks, what do you think of, have you seen Gerardo's exponential regression chart for Hex?
Nah, I don't think regressions matter much for Hex because it only does one thing. Regressions are more for things that trade in two directions, right? Hex doesn't really trade in two directions. It really only trades in one direction. And it just careens off of a pullback. So a regression chart is always going to tell you the same thing, right? You got to understand what the purpose of a regression is, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at what regression analysis is. Just plain old definition, right? In statistical modeling, regression analysis is a set of statistical processes for estimating the relationships between a dependent variable and one or more independent variables, right? And linear regression is what he's doing on that chart, in which a researcher finds a line that most closely fits the data according to the specific mathematical criterion. Now, we already have a t-share rate, right? Right, that's one variable, right? And that's the dependent variable. The independent variables are time and price, even though price is a function of this dependent variable, right? But the fact of the matter is that you have the t-share rate, right? And then you have price as a function of time. Now, what does that yield? You guys already know, actually. I gave you the shortcut a long time ago. You just didn't know it, though, because it wasn't relevant. But since you guys want to talk about regression and independent variables and what it yields and all of that stuff, this is the other dependent variable, right? Because this is defining the caricature, hold on, because PowerPoint sucks, of the price action, right? So this is the independent variables, because the T-share rate is this, right?
Yeah.
And price is reacting to that, right? So that those type of analyses apply more to things that you don't have a deterministic relationship. This is a deterministic relationship, so you don't really need to look at that. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still cool to look at, right? If you want to be precise as far as your entry points and stuff like that, if you want to go that route, right? It just depends what you like to do. But you know, it depends, right? Because there's a million different ways to skin a cat. So that's why I don't look at it, because I already understand that interchangeable relationship, right? So I just, you know, I skip all of that. You don't really need it from my perspective. But again, he's doing it for the charting, so it's a little different, right? It's a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my point of view on that. It's useful, but it depends what you're using it for. Like with everything else, right? That's really all it is.
All right. Yeah.
But,
And the second question was, Arch was saying BTC rallied back to 50K and then dumped to 10K. Wondering if you agree or not, I guess.
Let's see. So I honestly don't think it will go back to 50K, because it's under its trend, right? And typically when Bitcoin flips or any market flips, it has to recover that trend line, right?
Yeah.
And it's already hit 38K. And last night I didn't think it was even going to go this high, because I know it's already surpassed its momentum for the upside, given that it's now flipped down, right? So what do I mean? When you look at the bigger time frames, right, you see that it's divergent, right? It's kind of divergent here. But what you don't have is that kiss in the coffin, that nail in the coffin, right? Because what you do have here is price diverging here slightly, right? But what you want to see ultimately is price really come up, touch this, retest. You actually want to see it retest this area if it is going to break out, meaning reverse back to the upside. You're going to want to see come back and test this area and hold it. This area at the most. Like, you really don't want to go, you don't want it to go back below 34 if Bitcoin is going to return to the upside on this bounce. Because if it does, then that means it's probably not coming back. And you're probably going to see 15, 10K, whatever. It's going to finish that down move, right? And it just depends, right? Because price is variable. It's going to depend on what happens, right? I can think one thing now and then something can change my mind in 20 minutes. So for now, with all the dollar that's been printing, you have to be careful. Like I told you guys yesterday, a bull back to 50K doesn't mean anything, right? Like, it has to literally go above 60K. It has to. Otherwise, nothing is in the cards, because the last high was 65K. So that last hurdle was really 60K. And we've gone all the way down to 30K. So, right. And I'm talking about an assured move higher, right? Not, oh, maybe we'll move higher. No, I'm talking about an assured move higher. Because when we look at this weekly chart, it doesn't look like this move is over to the downside at all to me. Right? I mean, it doesn't look like it to me at all. So let me move this a little bit out of the way just to give you guys some clarity here. So that's what it looks like on a weekly, right where we're at right now. So as you guys see on a weekly, we just flipped the trend. Just flipped it. Right? Doesn't mean we can't come back and go through clearly, right? Because we've done it before. But the question is, how long is this going to be? That's what we don't know. How long is it going to be until we flip it again? We don't know. See, it could be instantly, or it could be a few years, right? Like, we don't know. So I'd be careful assuming anything, because the market's changed. There were a lot of traps set along this period of time. For you to think that it's just going to be a 2-stick move down and that's it, a 2-candle move down and that's it. Like, you guys got to remember, there was a lot of bait, a lot of sentiment baiting going on to make that top, right? Like, that top took a while to happen, and I was warning people for a long time because it was a whole lot of positivity roaming around the wrong people in crypto, and I was pointing that out, and this is the end result of that. So just be careful buying the dip too, because that's what they want you to think. Right? I mean, the Bitcoin maxis got nothing else. They're not earning any crypto, right? Like, understand the difference, man. Like, it's very, very important. It's not to talk shit. It's to talk facts, right? Because the harsh reality is that they're holding on and they're not getting comped for it. And that was their choice because they had more than enough time, i.e. a whole year, to free claim Hex and decided not to. So much love to them. Thank you for all your Hex, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the facts.
Yeah.
Joke's on them, once again. What are you going to do? So, you know, if it moves up, this chart right here is saying if it moves up to 64K, it's still not out of the woods. Think about that on a weekly basis. Right? So, you know, it doesn't mean it can't go there, but just be careful. If you're going to take risk down here, understanding the risk you're taking, you know, just always respect your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because everything looks fine and dandy when everybody's on the same page and everything's going up and all that shit. But everything doesn't always go up. Everything doesn't always go up. And during this whole time that you see this box right here, we were talking about it. So, you know, just be on your P's and Q's. And if you want to take risks, just be smart about it. That's all I say. But I don't think this down move is over, personally. So,
man.
Too much. It was just too much positivity tied to it with the wrong actors and not the right ones, right? And that really is just how I look at it, because that's just how markets work. It's all a psychological game. So, you know, number go up is cool, but it's only cool when it actually does. Right, and that's why we own Hex, because everything else ain't about the tech, regardless of what they say. Yeah, that's a lie. It's been a lie since day one of crypto. For those that don't know and haven't been around. So, any other questions? I mean, that was really much all I was going to touch on, because Ethereum is pretty much in the same bag, right? While it's looking good versus BTC. Let me just remove these. While it looks good versus BTC, you know, that doesn't mean that the price action is going to be up independently, right? It could just go down less than BTC like it has recently. And then we got an up move in this chart too, right? Because it's a spread. So we got to understand how spreads work. Spreads are just differences, right? So Hex and I'm sorry, not Hex, Ethereum and Bitcoin could be going down at the same time, and this spread could go up at the same time, right? Like it did for 1 week, right? So while you're watching the spread like this, just be cognizant of that. It's a difference of two things. It's not just one thing. But Ethereum itself is also, you know, not looking too hot, right? Like people are thinking that this is going to be the end of the move. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. It was too much clickbait for this up move for it to just be down and done. I don't think so. So how long will it last? I don't fucking know. Maybe half a year, maybe into the end of the year, so then they can rip it into the close of the year. Who knows? Hard to say. But just be wary. If you are buying dips, just be smart about how you're buying and when you're buying, because you don't want to be buying, you know, a whole 100. Like, look, this thing went all the way down to 1755. I thought we were going to get a move to 1500 first, but close enough, right? I mean, it's like, how much do you really want to see it go down before you buy? And then when are you buying, right? Because if you look at previous down moves in Ethereum, they don't just last a quick, like they're just not that quick, right? Like there's a little period of consignment. This is a weekly chart now. Like there's at least a month of consolidation usually, right? When it's a down move. And we didn't really have that yet here because it's up to date, right? But it's just Monday. Let's not forget that. It's only the first day of the week. So, respect your pocket, man. Time is the most important factor in trading that people don't take into account. Price is important, but time is more important because price will always move with time. Price is always going to move, but price is always going to move with time more so, right? This is why people use timing Fibonacci's and all that crazy shit because it matters. Time matters. And time matters more than you think. This is why Hex makes everything easy, man. Like it's just a cakewalk. So if you look at this chart, right, pull up these moving averages for you. We've hit into the lower end of the moving averages, which are the longer term moving averages, right? So now what you want to see is you really want to see price breach above the top of that ring of these moving averages, right? Because each one of these moving averages, I have them marked out for Fibonacci's. So what does that mean? All my values are Fibonacci based, and I start with 5 and I go all the way out to 987, right? And each value is Fibonacci based. And do I skip any? No, I don't skip any, I don't think. Oh yeah, I skip, no, I don't. I just skip 3 because that's too short anyway. But the rest of them are in line with what's in order. So this is 230, this is 987, 610, 233, 144. Right, 144 is usually a good measure for the end of a move, but look at how spread out the moving averages are, and look at the curve, the move that they've made. Right, they flattened out. Right now, for a long-term moving, and we went over this a while back too. When a moving average is a long-term one, actually starts losing its slope, that's bearish, right? And I pointed this out a long time ago for Bitcoin. I'm probably on Quan Gang. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it here too, but I don't remember. Let's see, because it was a weekly chart. Yeah, I talked about this way back when. I don't know if you guys remember, but I pointed it out. And it's a simple thing, guys. You don't got to be some fucking guru for this shit. You really don't. You just got to understand how to look at things and take the elegance and the simplicity of what you're looking at and understand it and appreciate it, because markets don't give a fuck. And the more complicated you make things, the easier you are going to be fucking yourself in the ass. Just the way it works, man. Trust me. Been up and down, all that shit. So the simpler point of view is always the best point of view. That's why my charts are always bare bones and lackluster. And the most crap you'll see on them are trend lines like this, because anything more than that is just too much. Because all that matters is where is the price going over time. Nothing else matters. But yeah, so just be careful, man, because I don't think this move is done personally. Because so check this out. This is why I don't think it's done. This move here, this is the whole run up to 36 right here. How does that make sense? Right? Look at this. This is the whole run up to 30, the 4K, 45, whatever the number was. Weird. 43. Right? That doesn't make any sense, man. So I don't think this move is anywhere near done, personally. Let's see what happened here. See, here it actually went up with momentum. Here it went up against momentum. Freaky. Scary. Not normal at all. So, worst case, it does something like this. But I don't know. That's a lot of up move, man. That's a lot of up move. A lot of people got wrecked. Because look at this. April 5th, right? Let's ignore the last week of March. April 5th, right? It's one end of that week. So April 5th, May 10th, a whole 30 plus days people were buying and they got wrecked in 1 week. Right? Like that's time working against you, right? If you're long, right? And this is why when you're in legacy markets, like me personally, my preference is always to the downside. I don't like to take long trades. I like to take short trades because that's where the big money is, because it's fast. So when I started trading back in the day, that's how I made all my money. And then once the market changed and it was like, oh, you gotta buy dips, I started getting fucking obliterated because not for me, right? So you gotta also know your temperament, right? So all that shit matters, and this is how I ended up learning. Like, yo, time works one way in one direction versus another way in the other direction. And this is why Hex is so gangster, because it doesn't give a fuck about what you think or what you know. It just does what it does because the math says this is what it's gonna do. And that's exactly what it does. Like, look at that big dip payday. Look at the dip from big payday. Right? It ran up into November 1st. And then before big payday even came, people started selling that shit. Right? And the day of the big payday, one big down move. Then the following day, and then that was it. Never again. Why? Because what happened is that everything got pushed out. That's it. You couldn't do this anymore. And that was the end of it. And it's been nothing but up ever since, because there's no more BS coming out of the system, right? Just dumbasses. That's all this is. Dumbasses and people that need to sell their hex. That's it. Because everybody that sells at every top is wrecked in short order. Only a matter of when, right? But if you bought this top in Ethereum, man, it sure as hell took you a long time to not get wrecked. Right? And if you bought this top, it took you 6 months. Right? But then if you didn't dump, you came back because you weren't getting paid to hold. Right? So there's all these nuances that are just not obvious, right? That you have to appreciate because it's just all math. There's nothing else to look at, right? Like, this shit is easy, but it's all about how hard you want to make it. I don't make shit hard. That's why I don't fuck with none of them other coins. Because they trying to be all fancy and shit. All that does is introduce room for error. That's it. Don't get that shit twisted. All that fake elegance is just that. Fake elegance. So, really try to be good at recognizing the difference, because it's going to pay you in the long run to not buy some bullshit that's trying to be complicated when it shouldn't be, right? That's why Hex is so different for everybody, because they're used to looking at bullshit, and here's Hex saying, hey, we're just about making your money. Have fun. And people can't accept that. Seriously. There's a logical barrier for people when it comes to money. That's why Hex is so hard for people to fathom. Like, what? This just pays you money. There's no utility in that. Yeah? Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever you say. There's no arguing with a dumbass that thinks that. Because the last time I checked, motherfuckers come into crypto to make money, not give money away. So, what the fuck is that?
They're in it for the tech. They're in it for the tech.
Yeah, in it for the tech, right. and I taught the girls to say hi and bye. Right. Right. Like, come on. Now, let's talk about this, because I wasn't even looking at this. I've been talking about this for a while. Pay attention to this. Because the last thing that should be happening is Bitcoin going sideways or down when the dollar is down. And it should never go up when the dollar is going up. Period. Not a good sign. So, much luck to you that think you do's knows. Because you don't. Hey, man. You guys wanted institutions in crypto? Welcome. Your asses are going to get handed to you. Because y'all don't fucking have a clue. These guys don't give a fuck. And they just showed you how much they don't give a fuck. So, give me a second, guys. There's a party on my block.
No, you're right.
What, you got to go and enjoy it, or what?
Yes. Nah, I'm playing.
Hold on, guys. Someone's partying somewhere. I got to go.
I'll be right back. But yeah, man, just seriously, internalize this chart. Internalize Hex and what it does. Because, man, I see a lot of things just being thrown around out there that just don't make any sense, man. And coming from Hexicans with all the streams that I've done, Kareem is done. Just all the people that give you the quantitative perspective of how things actually work, and for people to still be confused, it's kind of crazy to me. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but I don't know if people's memory is that short or whatever, but you know, you ain't getting no respect from me on that one. I'm sorry. Like, I already fucking told you, I don't repeat myself to grown ass men. So fuck out of here. Like, I'm not nice like that. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm cool. I'm here to educate, but I'm not here to fucking treat you like a 5-year-old. I'm sorry. I'm just not here to do that.
I'm sorry, Wales.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like, you know, if you want to be rich, you got to take some responsibility for your pocket, basically. Right? Because at the end of the day, we can stream all we want. But if you're not paying attention and putting in the work, it doesn't matter, because you're going to end up selling your shit and you're going to end up looking like a moron. Right? This is why people are flooding their own bags on a fucking minuscule move that Hex always does. You know, it's just real talk, man. Like, you know, have your perspectives in order, because it matters. It really does matter. So.
Cool.
Yeah, if you guys don't got any more questions, that's pretty much all I got, man. Just, you know, respect your pocket.
Nice.
No more questions?
What was that?
Wait, I just missed whatever happened. The screen went blank. What happened?
Really?
Oh, I see. I saw it.
I've got another one. I've got whales taking off and going to the moon and never coming back to the ocean.
You
Whales
guys
have
are
left the
crazy,
building.
man. You guys are crazy, man.
I've got another one. Whales with FOMO diapers.
Oh.
What the hell was that?
What the fuck?
Oh,
shit.
That was some Family Guy shit. That was stupid funny, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been crazy the past few days. I'm just like, what is going on? How you flood in your own pockets and you own Hex? What? Have you not been paying attention? It's crazy.
Don't want to be this guy.
Some people just like to complain, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to be.
No, used to be. That's the word.
Used to be.
Yeah, used to be. That's the word.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've got any more to go. Chat. If you got anything that you want to talk about, cover, whatever. I think we've been on for about nearly 2 hours now.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 hour 50.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. As always, yeah. Thanks, Wales. That was good.
My
Yeah,
pleasure,
thanks,
man.
Wales.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Just a remind, man. People got to remember what they own. Got to remember what you own, man. You own it for a reason. Don't forget it. You own it. You know, you own something that has faced hell, wrath, and fury for the past 16 months. Just because the rest of the market feels like it. Don't forget that. New people coming into Hex now, good for them. They're only coming in because we were right. Don't forget that. Don't forget who you are. Stop acting like these clowns coming in now matters. It doesn't. Good for them. We already know what time it is. Everybody's coming regardless. You heard it here first in January. Don't forget that. You already knew. That's right.
But what about Elon?
I don't know about Elon, bro. People gonna keep waiting on him. They're gonna keep waiting on him.
We're waiting on him.
They're gonna keep waiting on him. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're mad that dip still hasn't stopped though.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. People are out their freaking minds. I can't even understand this shit. Like, what? Hey, man.
Don't listen to corporate welfare queens like Elon.
Yo, word. Like, respect yourself, man. Damn. It's crazy, yo. But hey, I guess somebody has to be the sucker. Ain't gonna be me.
He ain't gonna ever lose money as long as he has that corporate welfare line of at the Federal Reserve. Just hand it out.
Oh yeah, he got that blank check. He got that blank check. That man got a blank check.
Money.
Nope. None of them guys ever lose money. Think about it. None of them guys. When's the last time a billionaire took a loss? I can't remember.
He's the biggest recipient of welfare on the planet.
Hell yeah. Facts. Facts. Not that person living on the corner trying to get a hit of heroin. Him. Think about that the next time you want to be mad at some junkie. Right? Like, that's a fact. Because junkies are junkies. They ain't shit. They can't even help it. They know they ain't shit. Right? But they're not parading around lying to your face like they are. Big difference. Know who you got to respect. I bet you guys have never heard that one before, huh? Funny. But that's life. You follow and believe in the people you shouldn't because you're lied to all day. You respect the junkie more than you respect the corporate welfare queen. Pro tip. Because at least they ain't lying to you.
Like Buffett. Buffett's another one.
Oh yeah. All them cats, man. All them cats, right? Yeah. All of them.
He's a welfare queen.
The people that own Walmart, biggest recipients in the world.
Yep.
Right? Biggest recipients in the world. For sure. So, yeah. Just remember, guys, you were here first. That's the only thing I want people to keep in mind because all this ass kissing is really killing me. Like, it's just despicable, personally. Like, what are you so hype about? Like, you're already here. They're the ones that need to be hyped because they just fucking found Mecca, not you. Remember that.
How about Pulse then, Wales?
Oh, but that's ours too, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
like,
how about for the sacrifice? You think we're gonna
what about it?
Throw our beautiful Hex into the flames and take a big gamble that Richard's a genius on this too?
I would.
Me too.
I am, and I would. If there's anything like, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, and I don't want to stretch this too long, but let's look at the fact that he hasn't just thrown Pulse out there like we all thought he was going to. Because of the situation, right? Because it makes sense to just throw it out there to most people. I'm completely against that. I'm glad that he hasn't just thrown it out there.
Sure.
Because what that's showing is that he's not just pissing in the wind with what he's trying to do, right? Which is what most people would assume, right? He's taking his time and he's making sure that he's doing it right. Very important. Very, very important because this is software. And as you guys know, software is not a cookie, right? So let's, like, it's always important to keep the right things in perspective, man. It's so important because that's how you make the right moves, right? Like, there's going to be people that are not going to be fucking with this. And hey, more power to them. Somebody got to, and it's going to be me. So I'm not worried about it at all, right? Because I understand what's happening. Right. And that's the most important thing is to understand what's happening. And that's all because look at what he did with Hex. 100% uptime, no downtime. Nothing this man does with respect to software is lackluster. So with that thought process, I have the supreme confidence in investing in Pulse. Yes, no doubt about it.
Richard says just pulling the number out of his ass. As he said, 1/3 to keep in hex, right? Liquid hex, and then 2/3 to ape into pulse. What do you think?
I mean, I think whatever you feel comfortable with is great. I'm taking whatever I got liquid and putting it all in pulse. So that's just my prerogative. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody's gonna have their own strategy. I think the most important thing for a hexing should just be making sure they're able to get some pulls day one. I think that's the most important thing, because if it is going to be deflationary, I would not bank on the market giving you a cheaper price.
Yeah, good point.
Good point. Yeah.
That's just me, though. A lot of people want to wait. That's fine too, but just, understand the mechanics, right? As always, just understand the mechanics, because it matters. It matters.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get my pulse, so I recommend others do the same. Because nobody wants to. Just a reminder: nobody wants to be a Binance, and nobody wants to be on Ethereum anymore. So act accordingly. Right. So, I mean.
Don't want the Lambo. You want the real Lambo.
That was funny, bro. That was funny. But that's the whole point. Yeah, you want the real deal, man. I don't know, man. Just, have the right perspective. You already have been part of the best crypto software ever.
Yep.
So don't forget it. The guy's going to do another one. You might want to get some of that too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I think you don't need to look at it more than that, honestly.
Yeah. Gotta get the real deal. So don't mess
Correct.
with any of those copycats, okay?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because they're going to be out there. They're going to be out there hunting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Well, Kiki Clout's getting hex, I think.
And you shouldn't get any emails saying, "Here's the sacrifice addresses." Special
Oh my God, no emails. Nobody should be reaching out to you at all for anything crypto related. I had to tell my sister almost got hacked the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What was the attempt?
It was a text to her cell phone asking her to click on some Coinbase link. I'm like, yo, when the fuck is the last time you even went on your Coinbase account? She's like, never. I'm like, exactly. Like, don't touch that shit, man. What's wrong with you? Like, and this is the thing. This is a person that even understands tech, right? Like, she's more tech savvy to a degree than me. And look at that, right? It's understanding the basics of how the internet works that matters the most. Not even being tech savvy, because she's not a dummy, right? But it could happen to anybody, and that's the whole point. Because if you're not paying attention, it's that easy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, she really almost clicked on that link. Who knows what would have happened? Luckily, she doesn't have anything on her phone, but still, right? Could have got into her email or whatever have you. Like, it could have just been something different. So,
I'm willing to bet that you guys see what's growing on my hat there, pulsechain.com. I'm willing to bet that that's probably going to be where the sacrifice information is going to be at. So pay attention to that.
Oh, word. Yeah, definitely start keeping an eye on pulsechain.com, because the site even has stuff on it now.
Yeah.
Like
text.
Yep. Like text, yeah.
It's got text.
Yeah, it's not just a black page saying whatever, right? Like, it actually has stuff on it now.
May not be as flashy as some copycat coins, but what it's selling is worth much more. So.
Yep, big time.
Yeah, so much more.
Yep, someone's gonna scream scam. Oh, scam site. Scam. So why would you give Richard Moore your money? It's already scammed. He's gonna do it again.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, the crypto gurus told you first.
Yep.
And the Hexicans told you first too.
So imagine missing the boat on Hex. And guess what? You're gonna miss the boat on Pulse again. Good luck, man.
God, what a tragedy.
They don't know it's a tragedy, so
Tragedy.
Tragedy. I want my dignity. I'm gonna shit in my pants. I need some dignity.
I need to wear dignity.
Somebody needs some dignity.
The night the sacrifice begins, I'm gonna definitely have to wear a dignity. Extra large.
Extra large.
Like,
At least you're not sacrificing your dignity.
Right. Don't sacrifice your dignity, just your money. Oh man, that was a good one, Vince. You always come up with these crazy things, bro.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I swear I would rather cauterize my urethra and never piss again than have to wear those things.
Oh
no.
Just I'll get a tube, but I can pee out the side. I don't care anymore. I don't want to wear those things.
You don't want to, yeah. Humiliating.
Yeah, I hope I never enter that position.
Oh boy! All right.
I was about to say, let's call it an night, shall we?
Yeah, good stream, guys.
Yeah. Great stream.
Let's preserve our dignity.
Yeah, don't forget.
While we still can.
You own Hex. Don't forget. Everybody else doesn't. Respect yourself.
Yeah. That is right.
Jeez, that's right.
Hex yourself, or you won't respect yourself.
Damn right. Boom. There you go.
Nice.
That's it, Papa. You nailed it.
Good slogan. Nice.
Cool. All right. Chats, you've got nothing else. Great stream as usual. Join us next week, same time. We do it on Sunday and Monday nights in Asia. And if you're in the West Coast, it's bright and early. Sorry. It's not for you. Yeah. Well, actually, is it early in the East Coast? Remind me again.
Yeah, it's early in the morning in the East Coast. Oh, it's about to be midday in the East Coast.
Oh, okay, so you
Okay.
okay. Yeah. No, cool. All right. No problems at all. All right. Have a good night. Good morning, everyone. We will see you next week. Peace, catchers.
Peace.
Guys.